Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
Complete.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now on 2nd and 13, Breeze. His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, now Breeze. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. 61 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. First target, first catch at a first down.
At the 7-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
They'll take over.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
3rd down.
going to set him back 5 yards.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, live in Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
44-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
6-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. From the gun, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsay, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Bills 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
Second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's Allen. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Allen from the gun on third down. Going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The Broncos take over.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
31's the right. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Play action. Breeze. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
10-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, and it's third and short.
And 1.
Breeze to throw on third and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now a play fake. Breeze. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for first and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Breeze.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
It's a gain.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Breeze to throw again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
March 43. March 43.
Here's Gordon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Gordon. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. This will be caught at about the 5.
Breeze.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Breeze.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. A 23-yard.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Number 14.
Stephon Diggs. 81 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer.
Point conversion.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Back. Easy.
To throw is Breeze. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. Quick slant to Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Buffalo.
From midfield, here's Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Gabriel Davis. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Broncos' 46-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. They will find Davis. That's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And 10.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
On the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Breeze again. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, They want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
12 yards there and a first down.
At the 23-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
Another Broncos first down. First and goal at the
from the gun. It's Breeze. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Second and goal from the 1. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Drew Brees taking it in. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered. He said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again, you know?
John Brown, he's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play here for the Bills. 62 yards. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. They'll give it to Chubb. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Allen going to try and keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score.
That's the score, Broncos 38.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, it's Breeze. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
A gain of 2.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Flushed out right. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 17. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they drop their 7th game on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.